What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and right now we're going to be talking about the big thing that's happening with the golden ticket Calvin Johnson. So many of you guys are like, yo, G, I really want this card. I think he's really good. Some of you guys have the Ray Lewis, and we're going to talk about that right now because it's very important to understand, you know, the cards and the way that they work. It's not really like the older Maddens. Like this game, besides the fact that it's not really good, there's a lot of other things that contribute to what actually works within the game. All right, so we're going to talk about some of those things as we go through it. Let me just see something real quick. Okay, this guy still hasn't sold. I just want to make sure because I had to redo a lot of what was going on within my lineup. So I changed up a lot of, certain abilities like the Edge Threat Elite. Before we even get into the fact that they updated the buckets on the golden ticket Calvin Johnson and gave him Edge Threat Elite, what happens is this, right? If you guys can go back to Madden 20 and watch some of those videos that I had, you would see at that time Edge Threat was one of the best abilities in the game. What happens is EA Sports likes to tune things down as the years goes on. So if something is really good one year, it'll be bad the next year. And then they'll recycle it after a couple years. Like they brought back the rollout from Madden, 22 or whatever it was. And it's not as dominant as Escape Artist was in 22, but it's back. You see what I'm saying? They gave us the juke. So next year, you're not going to be able to juke like this. It's going to be totally different. So with the way that the abilities work, right? Just to kind of break it down for you guys, and shout out to all of you guys that liked the video. The video where my wife pulled this actual card is almost at 250 likes. Once you get that video to 250 likes, she will be back to do something else. We don't know what yet, but she'll be back if you guys wanted to be a part of the video. So go ahead and go like that video where she pulled the golden ticket, Calvin Johnson, and she'll be back as soon as possible. Now, this is where it gets a little stupid, right? To give this guy deep zone KO, right? For one, even it's not, it should be probably 0 or whatever because it's a golden ticket, but whatever, right? It doesn't really matter that he has that because no matter how you utilize him, this won't come into play. So the card itself, right? It's not good because even if you give him Edge Threat Elite, he's still not going to do anything special. They put the people into different animations. Like if you lab Edge Threat Elite, when it first came out, right? It gives them a stupid type of first move. So it makes it harder for the player to actually get to the quarterback. It's really dumb, right? So these two abilities don't really make it enticing to grab them. Okay? Something like a stock avalanche, that is the only way that this card will be, pretty much valuable. With the way that Ray Lewis is valuable because it's already built in. It's already there. This guy was going for 4 million coins yesterday because people get really hyped, and then it dropped like 1.5 mil within a couple hours because people started to realize even with the golden ticket X Factor, that avalanche is on for those plays. So you're gonna avoid him. With Ray Lewis, sometimes you catch somebody sleeping because he's not lit up and it's just built in. So overall as a user, yeah, he's 6'5", but this is not that kind of Madden where it actually matters. And let's say you really want the height, you could go get Teddy Hendricks. A lot cheaper, and it'll still work regardless of the scheme because he's a linebacker, and it'll be fine. But to spend the money for him is probably not smart. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to explain to you guys the way that I just broke this down for you guys, the way that he was. Obviously, Lurk Artist and Secure Tackler are must-haves in the game because if you don't have those abilities, you're not going to be able to obviously tackle a lot of the players that have angry runs, and you're going to be raging uncontrollably. So before you start doing that, just start to understand that all of your players that are on your line should at least have Secure Tackler. Tackle Supreme is better, but you should at least have Secure Tackler. All right, so we're gonna check his price right now. I don't really know what it is and what's going on with him. He's at 2.8. I would say right now, take the coins if you have him because we've already lost so much because we've waited. So it doesn't really, why would we hold on to him? There's really no realistic reasoning why we should keep him as of right now. Because as far as a user player goes, he's not really up to par. So now the next thing is this, Ray Lewis. We recently raid sold Ray Lewis. And when I was raid selling him, I was like, yo, this guy's a killer. But not, not outside of the field. We're talking about on the field. He's a killer on the field, all right, guys? We don't know anything else that he did outside of that. Like, I don't know what you guys are talking about. But he is actually a really good card. Not only does Ray Lewis move well, he jumps up and animates also. So I don't know if we have it here, but we recently sold him Where is he? There he is right there. So we sold him for $742. And we're going to go check it out right now to go see what his price is currently, to see if it makes sense for us to just buy him outright, or if we should just go ahead and complete the Ultimate Legend set. So let's go over to the catalog and let's take a look at it. And we're going to bring up his card so you guys more or less understand what's going on. In past Maddens, you would probably say, yo, G, he's only 6'1". With Lurk Artist, it doesn't really matter though. It honestly doesn't matter. Guys, I'm telling you right now, Lurk Artists, if somebody's gonna jump it, they're gonna jump it. And this is the thing right here, right? You see how I sold him for $742 and his price went back up? That's the reason that his price went back up. People, look, the Madden community is not stupid. I know the people that make the golden tickets are probably stupid, but the Madden community as a whole is not stupid. They recognize that this card has a lot of value to it because he always has Avalanche. You can't do a shapeshifter, a momentum shift. You can't take away his ability. That alone makes him better than Calvin as a user. Now, if you want to waste time, right? Let's say you want to use him as a pass rusher. You know, Calvin Johnson, yo, G, edge threat elite. Oh, it still doesn't make any sense. He's not going to play any differently than any other player that has that ability. Okay, so it doesn't make any sense to do it in that regard. So now, because we know what's going on with the way the price ranges are, I would tell you this, because he's going for like $942 and his price is up, I would say that once we sell the Calvin and he's gone, I would say we focus in on this. Also remember, if you haven't played all of your challenges for Ultimate Legends, you can still go ahead and do that as well. Like that's not, you know, it's not like it's something that you can't do. Now look, this is also weird right now because this can't last. This whole situation right here can't last. So obviously I wouldn't tell you to buy this. I'm just checking the set price to see what's going on. Ray Lewis is going to ultimately have to be our user again because we just got rid of Calvin. But he's still going to be a lot less than what, you know, he's still going to be a lot less than what Calvin will continue to be. And even if Calvin raises in price, it won't really matter. He's not worth that amount of coins. He's just not worth it. It doesn't realistically make sense for you when we know that there's going to be Ultimate Legends and golden tickets dropping weekly. We can get players that are better at that position. And also, the Ultimate Legends started off really bad, and now all of a sudden, they're being good. You know, they're good. With these built-in abilities, it actually does make sense. So this is what we're going to do, right? We have to get the Ray Lewis, because Ray Lewis is going to be our user. But I want you guys to, like, you know, thoroughly understand what's going on. You don't want to spend 1 million coins for him. So with the set and the way that it goes, I think we would be better off trying to figure out and snipe the pieces to his card. So right now with the way that this goes, you see like how we have 31 of 64? We can only get one more Ultimate Legend. That's all we have enough tokens for. So we're not going to go ahead and play around with this and make a 96 for Ray Lewis to save the coins, you know, to make them. We're going to still wait this out because we're going to have an Ultimate Legend anyway, so it won't really matter. Also, here goes another big deal that I want to make sure you guys understand. Inside of the competitive pass, you're also going to get one. Well, not the competitive pass, the actual Season 6 Field Pass. We're on track to be there soon, right? Is that competitive or... Yeah, it might be competitive then. Let me go to the competitive pass. I think we're pretty close to it regardless. Where is it? We're going to go over to competitive. So we don't really have to go too crazy because we're going to get a 99 anyway. And it's right there, right? Is that the 99? Yeah. So the B&D is right there. So what I'm going to do, instead of doing, you know, what we were going to do just now, because I want Ray Lewis, I'm just going to finish this up and get this done because I don't need a lot of stuff for it. And I'm going to get that Ray Lewis for free. And that's the reason why I try to break down the videos for you guys and make you understand exactly what's going on. Because one more win, right, in Mutt Champs to give me 45. What do I need for this? I actually need, I only need like 16 or 26. So I'm gonna play another game, right? Or should I even try to do that with another? Yeah, I'm gonna do it with another user and get a win, and then get that Ultimate Legend Ray Lewis and just get him for my team. Or I can save this pack and see if it updates later, which it probably will, and get somebody else. But in this case, I think I'll just take the Ray Lewis because it wouldn't really make any, you know, much sense to like play around because we know what Ray Lewis is already. So we could just go ahead and grab him. But I could gamble and just play the one game and, you know, pretty much get him anyway. Or I should have just did it before I sold Calvin. But it don't really matter. Either way, we're good to go. It's not a big deal. We'll just set the team up to make it be done. We'll get the 99 and then we'll be all set. So I think that if you do have Calvin right now, there's not a guarantee that his price is going to go back up simply because of the way that the market is and everybody understands that the card sucks, he's probably going to stay around at 2.8 to 3 mil. And then if they release another linebacker that's better than him, you're going to keep losing. In all honesty, Patrick Willis might be decent as well. We'll take a look really quickly at his abilities, but one of the things that makes it really, really bad is the fact that they don't give him like Enforcer Supreme for free or something like that. And also, again, he doesn't get the built-in avalanche. That's always going to give you a chance to force the fumble. So overall, until EA decides to do that like they do with the Ultimate Legends and give these players built-in that just stay and not with the X factor that's on and then off, it's probably going to be very, very hard to figure out which route to go. But if you run 4-3-6-1, I would say go with Ray Lewis and save the coins. I'm going to talk to you guys and girls later. Happy Mother's Day to everyone out there. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. One love, y'all.